It's your girl Jessica back with another video, and as y'all see from the title, this is gonna be like a chit chat, get ready for me type of video, and basically around Valentines Day type of thing. So if you're not into like the chit chat videos, then this video is not for you. So yeah. So okay, so I went ahead and prime my face and then my eyebrows off camera. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the foundation. So the new foundation I'm using is the Fit Me Matte Poreless in the color Coconut. Because y'all know my last video I used my Sephora foundation. So we're gonna see how this one does on my face. But anyway, happy Valentine's Day to all the people out there all way over. So we're gonna go here and talk about marriage and self-love, because people need that type of encouraging words. So well, I'm just gonna start with myself. So before I got married, I was in horrible relationships, and at some point I just felt like I didn't want to be alone, so I felt like I was settling to me. And when I actually realized like I didn't have to, I just really reevaluated myself and was like, you don't need to do all that just to be accepted by another person. So when I actually let the bad relations go, that's when my husband came around. And the thing was, like, when you find somebody, like, before you can marry somebody or just be with somebody, you have to love yourself. Like, get yourself together first. Like, I had to get myself together before I could be with somebody else. Because if I ended up with somebody else, I didn't want to treat them how I was being treated in my previous relationship. So I had to get myself together first in order to love him. So I got myself together. I used to do little things for myself. I used to just take myself out and just rewrite myself of who I am and what I need to accept from a man. So once I did that, when he actually came around, I actually knew that he was the one. Cause it's like, you know when they're the one. Like, it's just a feeling that you get that they're the one. And I just knew that he was the one for me. And when I knew that, I made sure that I didn't lose that. So once I did all that, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but you just know when a person is the one. Like, they give you that type of feeling that no other guy has ever gave you. Like, you will know that he's the one, like, for real. And it sounds cliche, but it's actually true. You know when a person is for you, like that person was for you. So yeah, so when me and him got married, it was all for it. But you have to love yourself. Like, you have to really love yourself. Like, you don't have to change your body and make yourself look a certain way just because you see guys looking at certain women on the internet because that's not what God gave you. God gave you what you have for a reason. I know God didn't give me no big booty because He knew I wasn't gonna do right. He knew I wasn't gonna do right with that booty. He's like, Jessica, no ma'am, you ain't getting no booty because you ain't gonna do right. And I know I wasn't gonna do right because I already know. But but yeah, you just wanna respect yourself. Like it doesn't matter. Like I don't know. It don't matter what type of situation you in. Like you wanna make sure that situation is what you need to be in. I said like this. Because you can be in a relationship with somebody and you can be wasting your time forever. Like you can be wasting your time with that person and don't even know it. You can be with that person and you thinking that he's the one the whole time and don't even be that person for you. Like y'all be together forever and come to find out y'all ain't even meant to be together. And that's the crazy thing about it. Like you supposed to be with that person, but y'all even didn't even work out right because whatever reason it was, whatever the case was, because you so focused on not being alone. Like you never want to be with somebody because you don't want to be alone. It's okay to be by yourself. Like it's always okay to be by yourself. Like love yourself first before you can love somebody else. Like you don't have to be nobody to be happy. You can be happy by yourself. And the time comes where it's time for you to be with that person, then yeah, of course, like that's your moment, like that's your time. But if you can't even be happy with the person you with, then it wasn't for you. That's just me. Like if that person wasn't for me, if my husband I'm with now wasn't for me, then I wouldn't know. Because we wouldn't even get married. Like if something don't work out, it's not gonna go further than y'all just dating or whatever. Like kudos to some women because some of y'all be in relationships almost 6, 7, 10 years and have not received a ring from this man. Like when you with somebody, like you want to know where is this going. Like you don't want to be with somebody that don't know where it's going, cause what's the purpose of being with somebody you don't know where it's going in? Like I don't understand. Like I really don't. You be with somebody so long and don't even know where it's going. I can be with nobody that don't know where it's going. Cause my husband, went now. I told him, I was like, if you don't plan on marrying me, then where's this going? Like, me and him was married we've been married for a year, for maybe 2 years now, and we was dating for almost a year and a half before he proposed to me. So, if it's meant to be, then it's gonna be there. Like, it's going to be there. If it's not, then it's not. It all depends on that man. Cause some men just not ready for marriage. Let's just be honest. Some men just not ready to be married. They don't know the value or what it takes to actually be married because they don't want to put their work in for marriage. It's some men that just, and then there's some people that get married just because it's a hype. It's just a trend to them or something. No, next birthday I married or just because you want to get married. Because then you get married and then what if it don't work out? Then you looking crazy because you got married to the person and you didn't like you got married to the person and it wasn't even meant to be. Like the point of marriage is like to marry your soulmate, like that person that for you. Like that's who you want to marry. Like I said, you would know who it is. So just love yourself first before you marry somebody else because you can't, just like having kids, you don't want to have kids and it don't work out. Well, you having kids with somebody and y'all relationship don't work out. Like you want to be careful with everything. You want to be careful who you making babies with and all that. It's like decisions that you make. It's like a, I don't know how to explain it, but it's like a choice that you're making, pretty much, when you do that. So yeah. You don't want to be in a relationship with nobody and you don't feel like y'all gonna get married or feel like y'all not gonna have a family. Or even if you make a family before he marry you, don't make no family with him if you know. Baby. Cause if he love it, he gonna do this. He ain't gonna waste your time. Cause y'all be talking for years and years and years and years and years. And then nothing happens. And you looking crazy with a whole baby. And then he ain't in your life no more. Or he gone. Because you feel like, me having this child with him, gonna keep him around. That's nothing. Keep having a baby with somebody that's not gonna keep nobody around. I'm telling you, just because you have a baby by a dude, that man ain't gonna stay around. Trust me. They can easily leave. Even while you pregnant, they can leave. Now it is some men that will stay and actually marry you. But all men aren't like that. Some men are very immature and childish and will leave you. Because some of them might not even want the baby. And just get dip on you, get gone. Think twice before you make that type of decision. Like, do I really want to make a child with this man? Or do I really want to have a baby by this man? If your answer is no, then use a condom, sir. Period. It doesn't matter what the dude thinks because the only thing he's doing is putting that particular thing inside of you. Just saying. And that's pretty much it. He ain't doing nothing else. That's why I've never gotten pregnant by nobody I feel like I'm not gonna go nowhere with. Ever. Like, if I feel like I'm not going nowhere with you, I'm like, why would I get pregnant by you? Like, that's dumb. Like, why would I sit here get pregnant by you knowing that you ain't no good? Some of y'all be knowing these dudes don't be no good and y'all get pregnant by him. And some of them be some good and they change up on you, then you be looking crazy. Like, guys show their true colors after a while. Like, after a few times, they're gonna show you their real them. Like, they're not gonna hide it for too long. A little demon right there. Just be talking to them to act a fool, and then you gone, that's when they wanna come back. Nah, it don't work like that. It's like, if you had me, you should have kept me. Period. If you had me then, you should have worked hard to keep me. Don't get mad when another dude step in to keep me or take what you had because you didn't want to take the responsibility of doing what you had to do. You can't expect good to happen to you when you're doing somebody wrong. Just like if you do don't work out and then you meet somebody else, then they treat you the same way you treating your last girlfriend, you deserve it. You deserve it because you was treating your girl like crap. Then you get mad because she cheating on you and ain't doing you right. Look how you was doing your other female before you got with this one. But what y'all doing for Valentine's Day? I don't know what I'm doing right now because my husband making me surprised, so I don't know. But to be honest, my husband is my first actual Valentine's ever. Well, he was my boyfriend first, but he was like, when we first started talking, he was my first Valentine. Like, I've never had a Valentine. Don't get me wrong, I was talking to people, but he's my own legit Valentine that I had that actually did stuff for me and put thought into it. I never had that. He legit on it, give me flowers and just thought about it. Like women love stuff like that. A guy that can really just think about romantic things, like think outside the box. Like, women love stuff like that. A man that thinks outside the box to be romantic for you. And, and you actually deserve it. Like, women love stuff like that. Stuff like that. Because it's sweet. And even if you think your woman not gonna like it, don't even second guess. If you feel like she gonna like it, do it. Like, oh, did y'all see that video with that girl that cut the baby's hair out her head because her baby daddy got her hair done? But I don't know. I guess she got it done. He got it done by another female or whatever the case was, and I guess she didn't like it. Did y'all see that? That's just plain bitter. Like, for you to do that to your baby, like, that's very bitter. Who does that? I feel like if your man moved on with somebody else and is happy, like, let them be happy. Why make a person miserable because you're miserable? That doesn't make sense to me. If you see that person is happy, let them be happy. Why would you try to make them not happy because you're miserable? That really does not make sense to me. Like, some people actually are happy that their other significant baby daddy or baby mama moved on because that's what they want you to do. If they left you, it's because they want you to move on. Like, they want you to go on about your way because they trying to move on with somebody else. And it's some women that get mad because they want to move on with somebody else. Why? Like, why be mad? There's no purpose. Like, y'all just didn't work out. And it just should be that at that. Like, it shouldn't be nothing else other than that. Like, I promise, like, some women really kidding with that. They be really, like, real damn mad about that. And would make their baby dad, like, so miserable. Just like these bitter baby daddies, too. They be sitting there women want to move on with somebody else new. And they make their baby mama life a living hell because they don't want their baby mama to be happy. But you hear more about the baby mama doing it more than you hear about the dude doing it because they kind of quick to move on, to me. That's just my opinion. Women, it takes a minute for us to kind of move on from, certain stuff. Because I guess you be so invested in the relationship that you feel like you can't move on. Me, I'm down. I'm not staying nowhere that I'm not wanted. Just saying. And some women make it seem like they just have to be with that person. Like, they're not the only dude in the world. Like, it's other men that can probably do you better. Just because it might not be him. Like, so don't get stuck on no man just because, oh, we been together such long and we been together for so long, he just be with me or blah. So that does not mean nothing. Like, that does not mean nothing at all. Just because y'all been together for 15 years don't mean nothing. Like, let that man be happy. Let that woman be happy. Like, if they don't want to be with you, like, let them go. Like, leave them alone. Like, I be feeling like some women be doing it because they ain't found nobody yet or nobody want them. So they feel like, since don't nobody want you, I might not want you too. When it don't work like that. Like, you shouldn't feel like you have to make somebody's life a living hell because don't nobody else want you. If he don't want you, then leave him alone. Like, there's no purpose. You're not helping yourself doing nothing. And then when they don't want you, they try to use the child as a pawn because that person don't want them. That's very unmotherly like to do because that's just like my husband. if we was to divorce or not to get together no more, be together no more, I'm not gonna be bothering him because use my child as a pawn because he don't want me no more. It just didn't work out. I'm not gonna try to use my child as a pawn to do this. My child love her daddy, like she loves her daddy, and I wouldn't dare try to stop it because that's just evil, to be honest. And you're heartless and you have no life, like period at all. Accept the fact that he does not want you and move on. Period. So that's just my take on it. Cause I seen it, I was like, why would she cut that little girl hair out like that? Like this, it's not even hurting the daddy, it's hurting the little girl. Like that's how I know y'all don't. Some of y'all women do not be thinking y'all be trying to be all mean and spiteful to these men. Be trying to be all spiteful and mean to these men, and y'all be going looking crazy at the end of the day. He recorded. Well, you don't know the whole story behind it, but even though I don't know the whole story behind it, it's still like you cut off a girl hair off. That little girl just crying. Too much she can do her own little girl hair. If that's okay, why you didn't do her hair then? Why your baby daddy had to be the one to get her hair fixed? Just because you probably like the female that he had doing it? So what? Like who cares? Like you don't like the female that did her hair, so you cut her hair out. Like how stupid, how dumb and ignorant are you? Like that's really ignorant, like for real. You rather cut your child's hair out because you don't like who did it. Or you mad because he had another female doing her hair. Okay, obviously he trying to make sure his daughter look good. And you just mad. I don't get women. Like for real. Y'all women, some of y'all women just, y'all kind of crazy. Like let a man be happy, let a woman be happy. You don't have to be miserable all your life. Like you don't. I really tried to do my lashes off camera because I'm not that good at putting them on camera. But yeah, but for Valentine's Day, I'm trying to do some Megan Stallion, like
big old freak, big booty, big old tree. I'ma make him wait for the pussy. Hit it in these big old.
Use no Megan Stallion knees. Nah, I'm just kidding. Well, I'm really not kidding, but I'm just playing. But y'all, get it together, like. Get it together. What this song, who said it? Can't think of her name. Like this. Get it together. This is my look. I'm trying to go like a simple, slunky eye look. I guess this is the look I'm trying to go for. I don't know what kind of look I'm trying to go for, to be honest. I just want to show you how I look. I wore it over. So, if you like it about to come off, then, oh yeah. But, I did a good job putting my own camera. I didn't put my face. Oh, I didn't show y'all. I'm trying a new wet highlighter by Wet n Wild highlighting powder. Y'all see that glow though? Like that powder real pigmented. Like they jump the bone, like it's jump bone. I like it. Like they jump bone. Like it gives a really cute highlight to your face. But yeah. And I know if you'll follow me along, I'm gonna edit some of it out. Don't worry. Probably not. So you watch to the end, you're a real MVP. You're a real MVP, you watch to the end. That means you love me. But so I'm gonna try a new lip. I'm gonna do red. It's by Lime Crime in the color Feelings. And yeah, this lip. I'm just gonna show y'all. I never been taught to wear a red lip, but this red lip be. And you gotta make sure you put chapstick before you actually put this on, cause it doesn't make your lips dry. To me, it don't. It doesn't make your lips dry to me at all. But once it dries, it looks like a pretty red color. Like the color is so pretty. Like and you're like, girl, like, and he going to. This one doesn't really need a lip liner to me. I don't be feeling like I need a lip liner with this because I feel like it's more than enough. So I'm finna show y'all the rest. Ooh, rest of my look. Recently got it fixed. Yeah, probably girl where. Like, who did that, girl? Who did it, girl? I know you ain't get it done looking like that. No. Yeah, See, I'm gonna get myself together first. Yeah, I'm gonna be back. So this is the look. I'm gonna be wearing some black shoes with this. So as always, I thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and be looking out for my next video. So bye.